Okay, so welcome students. This is our first session on vocabulary building. Um, you all know we all study in ND Kothari English School, and the basic problem that I have encountered with is that when we are speaking words, when we are speaking sentences, or when we are talking to each other, mostly what happens is sometimes we are underconfident by the when we speak to someone else and we see them talking uh, in English and not just in English. When they're speaking, they speak with confidence. They speak flawlessly. And when we look at them, and our brain goes, "Okay, I can't do this because when I speak English, I need time to comprehend words, and then once I think in my native language and then I convert it back to English and then I speak." So there is a lot of hesitation. Then uh, there are also many instances where you are going to fumble when you're speaking. So how can we go ahead, go past that, and make sure that we are speaking flawlessly? And so the most important things you need while speaking a language is words. What happens when we are speaking English is we have limited set of words that we have learned. We have learned happy, we have learned sad, we have learned angry, we have learned all different kinds of emotion. But what happens when your mood is very bad? Like you had a very bad fight with your parents. Are you going to say you're very angry? So, or when you are you have spent the whole day doing chores, and at the end of the day you realize, okay, there is no energy left, and you just fall flat on your bed, and then what do you say? I am very tired. When you see your board results and you see that you have got amazing marks and all your efforts have come to real life, what do you say? I am very happy. See, we use the word very because we don't have an alternative word for that happy emotion. When we are feeling very happy, we are ecstatic. When we are very tired, we are exhausted, we are jaded. So this is what happens. Why do we use the word very? We use the word very for the lack of better words. And why do we need better words? It is just to describe ourselves in a better manner, to make sure that the other person understands clearly what we are trying to say. So now let us start with a quote like the way we always do. Few activities are as delightful as learning new vocabulary. And I can bet you on that learning new vocabulary is a lot of fun. All you need is new words. You could read it in a sentence. You could read it in dictionary, and then you could try making new sentences of your own. And once you make 3 to 4 sentences of a new word, you don't even need to remember it. You kind of just know the word. And when you are writing an essay or a letter, and you just feel like, okay, this word could be included over here, and that is when you will feel, ah, I've learned something new. That is your aha moment. So you have to make sure that, see, the words are not going to come to you in your sleep, but there are umpteen number of ways you can use learn a new language. You could watch movies in a language. You could if you watch English movies with subtitles on, maybe you'll see some new words, and then you would search it in the dictionary, and then you would know, okay, this is what it means. You could be reading newspapers, you could be reading magazines, you could be reading fiction books, you could be reading autobiographies. But reading is what will get you learn these new vocabulary. You can't learn new vocabulary just by sitting in your class, just by listening to others. No, it is not going to happen. Some efforts have to be taken by you. Otherwise, these sessions are not going to be as fruitful, because if you think I am going to teach you 20 new words and then you will learn it and remember it, it is not going to happen. This does not happen. If you don't practice anything, you will never become good at it. It is a fact of life. So whatever new words we learn here today, whatever tips and tricks we learn over here today, you have to implement it every day. And we'll make sure that we add more few sessions so that it becomes fun for you also, and it becomes our motto that by the end, when we reach back to school, we all should be comfortable in having a conversation with each other. That is our end motto over here. Okay, so let us begin the new session with a word: triskaidekaphobia. Now, if there are people who don't know the meaning of this word, what they'll do is they'll see the word, they'll see it is such a big word, and they will ignore it. They're like, okay, we can't get the meaning of it. But all it takes is you to just use your analytical brain a little bit, and you will understand what the word is. If you read it as a whole word and you realize, okay, this may be difficult to understand or difficult to comprehend what the word means, but if you break it down into different parts, so we know what phobia means. Phobia means fear. So we are talking about fear of something, and you break it into triska and deka. Deka means 10, triska means 3. So you know it means the fear of number 13. It is not a difficult word to pronounce also. You just speak it the way it is. Triskaidekaphobia. Triskaidekaphobia. So it is fear of number 13. If and see now, if you were talking, imagine now you were writing a story, and there was a character that you have created who is very superstitious and is afraid of the number 13. You would have used it in a sentence like, okay, there is a man XYZ and he used to be fearful of all the numbers, but the number that he feared the most was number 13. But all you could have done instead of writing these many words was he had a triskaidekaphobia, which would have meant the same. Okay, so now let us, we are looking at 10 new words. Okay, over here, first of all, you don't have to tell me the meaning of these words. We are going to learn a very beautiful way as to how from reading a sentence can we get the meanings of new words. That is what our motto for today is. It is okay if you don't know all the words that you are reading right now. What we want to find out is, can we, from reading it in a sentence, can we form a close enough meaning for the word? And that is what our end goal is. Okay, so now let us move towards the first word. The word is concede. Now there is, you can read two sentences over here. Our aunt hates to admit an error. She will never concede that she might be wrong. After pretending it was easy learning to use the new computer, Ross had to concede that he was struggling and ask for help. Now, if someone gives you these two sentences and asks you the meaning, what it could probably mean? You could see the sentence at the below also near the comment. I concede that the sofa is a wreck, but I won't admit to knowing how it happened. So it is very easy to understand that over here, what will concede mean? Exactly right. Everyone has guessed it correctly. It is going to be to admit. Okay, now see, we are going to have a lot of fun with this word. So whatever new words that you are learning today, keep a pen and paper with you, write the new word, write the meaning of it, and now what I want you to do is, I want you to, in comment section, make a new sentence using this new word that you have learned. So what I want is everyone to try and make a new sentence using the word concede, And the best sentence that anyone writes, I will read it out loud. And if there are any factual errors or grammatical errors in the sentence, that I will help you to solve. So what I want you to do is, in comment section, mention a sentence or write down a sentence which says, which uses the word concede. You can see, you can take the help of the sentences that are on your screen right now, and you can use it to make a sentence of your own. So I'm waiting, students, in comment section for you to use the word concede in a sentence. So we can see, first of all, that in the first term, the word to admit tells you what concede means. In the second item, in order to ask for help, Ross would have to admit that it really wasn't as easy as he pretended it to be. So right now, I want you to make a sentence using the word concede. Vidhi, that is a wrong sentence. You're using it not in the right manner. Vanshika, you are using admit. You have to use the word concede over here. And the spelling of triskaidekaphobia is also incorrect, Vanshika. Come on, why am I not seeing so many of replies already? What happened? I have given you all a very simple task. You have to use the word concede in a sentence. Yes, Vidhi, that is a correct sentence that you have formed. Everyone should concede their mistakes before it's too late. So you have to learn to admit to your mistakes before it is too late. So that is a correct sentence, Vidhi. Good job. Uh, Students, see, if you are attending this session, all I need is maximum participation from you. If you're thinking that you'll just listen to the session and you'll learn something, it is not going to happen. If you're not making sentences with these new words, you are not going to remember it. You are going to forget it as soon as possible, and you might even remember it wrongly. So that is something that we don't want to happen. He was forced to concede that there might be difficulties. I concede that I was wrong. Prince, Roshni, what I would want is you try to make a story in a 2 lines or 3 lines and then use this word. See, if there is no context to the sentence that I am reading, I might not get exactly the word that you're trying to use. See, even if read the sentences that are over here, it just, when you're reading it in a sentence only, it helps us understand, okay, this is what this word means. So try to always use new words. When you're trying a new sentence, try to make a difficult one, try to write a story in that using that word, so it helps the reader also understand, okay, this would what the new word would mean over here. No, Priyansh, this is an incorrect statement. The police considered the kidnapper. No, police did not. To admit something means to acknowledge something. It does not mean that you are taking the kidnapper and then putting him in jail. My mother always conceded that I am always wrong in taking the final decision. Become still incorrect, I believe. Little incorrect. Could use better structure and not exactly close to the meaning of the word concede over here. I concede that I'm not good at dancing, but I'll try to improve my dancing. Vanshika, very good. That is the correct use of the word concede. Anyone else that wants to try, or shall we move to the new word? I'm hoping that everyone has a pen and paper with them and they're writing down these words as well. Okay, we're moving towards the new word. A very common word, we might have come across it, conservative. How do you speak it? You speak it as conservative. Now let's read the sentence. Lauren's conservative relatives were shocked when she broke with tradition and wore a rose colored wedding gown. When the mayor suggested a new method of recycling garbage, a conservative member of the audience called out, "What we have done is in the past is good enough. Why change things?" What do you think conservative means over here?
Traditional.
Simple enough. You can just read the word and you can guess what this would have meant. So conservative would mean traditional. That is correct. Relatives who are traditional would be shocked when Lauren broke with tradition. If the audience member is opposed to a new method of recycling, she or he must want things to be done in the traditional way. Okay, now you know the next step that we have to do. Your turn to make a new sentence using the word conservative. I am waiting for new sentences and good sentences. I want to hear a story using the word conservative. Make a two-line story and tell it to us. Everyone, I'm waiting for sentences. I think by now you should just increase that speed a little bit. See, we are warming up right now. So first two, three words you can take your time, but then I would want uh, just impromptu reactions from you all. Just try. It's see, you could be wrong. It is okay to be wrong, but I want you all to try. Old people are usually more conservative than young people. Okay, that is a correct sentence. Still not a story that I'm looking for in a sentence, but that is still the correct use of sentence. So good job. Sari was perplexed to choose her birthday party dress, but then she decided to wear a conservative dress to look gorgeous. Uh, Still, I would say not the most correct way to put down the word conservative, but it could still pass on as correct answer. Not the most wrong way also. My grandma is so conservative that she don't like to break her customs. Now that is a good sentence, Shubham. You could see if I didn't know the meaning of the word conservative, I would have read his sentence and I would have gone, okay, now I know what the word conservative means. Uh, Kavya, that is still not the most correct sentence out there. Vanshika, we should be familiar with our conservative rituals. Okay, so fair enough. I think you all get the word conservative. Shall we move to the next word? Are you all ready? I see that only a handful of students are participating. it does not concern to us, because in the end, if even one person makes the most of this session, then this session would turn out to be perfect. Okay. Next word is contrary. See, how do you speak it? It is also given it in the white portion. Contrary. Contrary. It is an adjective. Claire's father insists that she share his views. He doesn't allow her to express an opinion contrary to his. Tisha and her husband have contrary ideas on how to spend a vacation. He wants to sleep on the beach for a week, but she prefers visiting museum. Contrary means different. Everyone, good job. So now you see, when you just read a word on a standalone, when you are just reading the word itself, it is very difficult to get what it means. There are still ways that you can find out, but when you read it in a sentence, your mind should go, okay, let me try to make connections and see what this word could probably mean, or what is the closest meaning out there. So you all have guessed it correctly. If Claire's father insists she share his views, she must not allow her to express an opinion that is different from his. So now I want you all to make the next sentence. Your turn. Jyoti, incorrect, I would say, because you have contrary ideas to spend your vacation, but contrary to whom? It is different from whom? That is the question. That is a correct statement, Kavya. Contrary to your opinion, but the next sentence is incorrect. The first part of the sentence was correct. Contrary to your opinion, or you could have used, but I still respect your judgment. I do not approve of it, but I still respect it. See, contrary means when you are trying to say, okay, I may feel differently about it. So there could be, like, if I was asked to make a sentence on the word contrary, so I could say, contrary to popular belief, I feel Saurav Ganguly was still more successful and more important Indian captain than Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So this is how you use the word contrary, that contrary to popular belief. So differently from popular belief, I still feel this person is better than that. My friend Keshav's ideas are always contrary from others. Correct? Mahim, still not correct. The sentence is grammatically incorrect the way you are using it. Pooja, still incorrect grammatically. Sakshi, correct statement. In my family, everyone had contrary ideas. Everyone had different ideas. See, you have to, when you're making a sentence, you have to understand that you don't have to make grammatical errors. Then using a new word won't make a difference and won't give the idea to the checker, okay, that, okay, this person knows English, because then we are failing at the first task that we had on our hands, which is to use a proper grammatically correct sentence. Amit, their birthday was near होगा या were near होगा? You have to understand, when you're talking about twins, there are more than one people, right? Due to contrary ideas in my mind, I had chose. See, Vikram, you have to make sure that you know when to use the word choose and when to use the word chose. Okay? When you're talking in past, you can't use the present form of the word. Okay. Overall, overall, I see that most of you have got it correct. Let us move towards the next word. Denounce. Denounce is the next word. In Nazi Germany, anyone who publicly denounced Hitler as cruel or mad risked imprisonment, torture, and death. When Eugene said he saw me steal from another student's locker, I denounced him as liar. Students, I let us see what everyone else has to say. So it is surprising to see that we have only one correct answer. How could it mean to defend? You can never in the world defend Hitler. In Nazi Germany, anyone who publicly denounced Hitler, you are speaking bad things about Hitler. So if you are defending Hitler, why would you risk imprisonment, torture, and death? Nazi Germany was a creation of Hitler. So if you spoke against him, is when you risked life imprisonment, is when you risk torture, and is when you risk. So I denounced him. I can't defend myself to be a liar. I condemn it. I condemn it. I strongly oppose it. Anyone who publicly condemned their leader risks punishment. In second term, the speaker condemned. So now I want you all to make a sentence with it. Go ahead. Raja Ram Mohan Roy denounced the evil customs of the society. Keshav, beautiful sentence. You have banged on, got your money worth on the price because exactly what it means. Denounce is Rajaram Mohan Roy condemned all the evil practices that were happening in the society. The government called on the group to denounce the use of violence. Correct statement, Prince. Kavya, many scholars denounce these claims. What claims? When you are making one sentence, I would want at least it to be clear so that we understand what are the claims. At least, see, but just by reading this one sentence, one line, I don't know what these claims are. I don't know what they have denounced. So I might not be able to guess what the word would have meant over here. You should not condemn anyone without even listening to them. Vanshika, so the word that you would have to use is you should not denounce anyone without even listening to them. The word that we want to use is denounce, not condemn. Okay, four words up. Are you all having fun? It was tempting to denounce him in front of everyone, but that would be childish. Okay, correct. Opposition parties called a press conference to denounce the action of the police. Correct. It was tempting to denounce in front of everyone. Anita, still I would want is make sure that you use a bit longer sentence. Give the word sentence a character. Give it a storyline so that it becomes easier for us also to understand the word. I always denounce my brother for playing games in my phone in front of mother. You usually denounce something, Vikram, which is big, like when you're talking in larger respect, like going against the government or against the people or something against humanity. Then you use the word denounce. You don't use it for such small things. It is, you can use it, of course, but you generally use it for the word sentences which are representing a larger picture. So let us go to the next word. The word is debtor. No one is sure how much the threat of capital punishment deters murder. Beth's parents disapproved of her dating someone from a different culture, but their prejudice didn't deter her. She still dated Po Yan. Okay, we have lots of different options that students are giving. Okay, let us read the sentence again. Okay, first of all, we'll break down the sentence and let's see if I can change other people's mind, or if you want to change an option, then that is what you should, okay, think. Okay, right now you have one chance that I'll give you to change your option if you want. No one is sure how much the threat of capital punishment deters murder. So capital punishment is basically uh, punishing someone, like life punishment where you take the other person's life. Okay, so that is what capital punishment is. You could hang that person till he dies, you could put him on the electric chair. So capital punishment is used. Capital punishment is the utmost form of punishment that you can give to a person, like you could take that person's life. So no one is sure how much the threat of capital punishment deters murder. So how would it not make people to murder others? Like, so they're trying to look for an alternative how they can make sure that others don't murder people. Let us look at the next sentence. Beth's parents disapproved of her dating someone from a different culture. So Beth's parents are completely against her dating someone from a different culture. But their prejudice didn't deter her. She, so prejudice means, so their beliefs, so the parents' belief didn't deter her. She still dated Boyan. So encourage cannot be the option. If we use the method of elimination, encourage is not the option. So what would be the answer is discouraged. You, it is, so capital punishment. You give capital punishment against a crime so that you can make other people stop doing what they are doing. So you are trying to discourage them. So Beth's parent already, they were, although they were op- very extremely in opposition when they said, okay, you can't date someone from a different culture, but that did not discourage Beth. She still went ahead with it. So now what I want you all to do is make a new sentence with the word debtor. There are some people in the society who always deter other and didn't do anything in their life. Okay, Pooja, don't deter her. She's doing her best. We should not deter by people giggles. Otherwise, we will never be successful. Mm, not exactly the right sentence, Vidhi. Our enemy always deter us. Could be correct. Never deter till tomorrow that which you can do today. Till tomorrow. These things doesn't deter me. Nothing can deter me from doing my duty. Correct, Sindhu. Nothing can deter you from doing your duty. 5 words down, five more new to go. Then I have 10 more words as homework, and then I have 10 more sentences or around 8 more sentences with new words. So that there would be total of 28 to 30 words that you will be going back home with. So make sure that you start using these sentences. Okay? Yes, correct. So let us move towards the sixth word. We have limited time on our hands. Disclose. Disclose. I think you should know the meaning of this word by now. If not, when I applied for financial aid, I had to disclose my family's annual income, but it embarrassed me to reveal this information. The police don't disclose all the fact of murder to the newspaper. I think everyone knows what this means. It means to reveal. It means to reveal. Next, I want everyone to make a sentence fast. We don't have all day just to wait. I want now you should speed up the process of making a sentence. Now it should not take as much time. You all are warmed up, your brain is functioning in that English zone right now. Give me a good sentence for disclose. You have to use the word disclose, Kavya, not reveal. The CBI disclosed all the evidence about him to the court. I never disclose my identity in websites. On websites, Vikram, on websites to make fraud of my money. We should never disclose any personal matter in front of others. Criminal John revealed his secret in front of the police. Wow, Vidhi, you have managed to make a sentence without using the word itself. She refused to disclose
The mysteries of nature. Okay, sorry. She refused to disclose. Can't hear a sentence. Disclose any information. Marton. I don't know what that word means, Pooja. You have to teach me what information means. Science can disclose the mysteries of nature. Priya Chakrabarti has to disclose everything about Sushant's murder, lock it away in a safe place so it's difficult for thieves to disclose. In the spring, the flowers disclose their colors. Nice. Good to see that everyone is comfortable with the word disclose. See, now this is what happens. Now, a word that we all are familiar with comes in front of us and we just feel so happy. We know how to. So, it is very easy to remember these words also. I would want you to just read it in a sentence and then be done with that word. Okay, you don't need to mug up the meaning of the words. You have to just get a hint of what it could probably mean just by reading the sentence. Scapegoat. Next word. Several girls put dye into their high school swimming pool. In need of a scapegoat, they blamed another student who knew nothing about the prank. Because the manager wanted a scapegoat for his own mistake, he fired an innocent employee. What would scapegoat mean? Oh, we have mixed reviews coming in. Some people think it's punishment, some people think it's someone to blame. Let's see what majority of you think. Okay, let me read the sentence. I'll try to give you a hint. Okay, just yeah. So several girls put dye into their high school swimming pool in need of a scapegoat. They blamed another student. So they were needing someone to put the blame on. It is, I think, very clear from the first statement itself that when you need someone to blame, you use them as scapegoat. Scapegoat. जैसे in Hindi there is a saying, no, uh, बकरे को हलाल करने से पहले खिलाया पिलाया जाता है. So this is what is a scapegoat. You are using someone to put all the blame on, to kill it. Okay? Use it in a sentence. My friend always need a scapegoat like me at the time of difficulty. I think you should leave a friend like that, Vanchika. Not have people who are that negative who use you as a scapegoat. You should never scapegoat someone for your mistakes. Correct. I don't mind being a scapegoat. You should always mind. Why would you want to take someone else's mistakes on your head? He has been made a scapegoat for the company's failure. Correct statement, Kavya. Okay, we'll move towards the next sentence. Superficial. Superficial. Sal and Anita are interested only in appearances. They are so superficial that it's impossible to have a deep friendship with them. My teacher said my essay on divorce was too superficial because I didn't go into the subject in detail. What could possibly superficial mean? Vidhi, how could you choose satisfactory? Yes, correct, students. See, Sal and Anita are interested only in appearances. They are superficial. See, they are only interested in how a person looks. So you can't have a deep friendship. You can't be a good friends with them. So what is the friendship lacking? Is it satisfaction? Is it complication? Or is it lacking depth? So if you can't have a deep friendship with someone, you can say always that our friendship is lacking depth. So when you are not going into details of something, you can say it is all superficial. Superficial has other meanings also, by the way. Superficial could also mean as something which is a little fake. Now, see, that's a twist. If superficial could mean lacking depth and could also mean fake, it will depend on the way you use it in your sentence. For now, we are trying to use superficial as lacking of depth. Water tank was superficial. See, when you are using Vanshika superficial in this manner, I don't know what definition of superficial were you intending on using. That is what my concern is. Because was the water tank fake or was it not lacking depth? Now I don't know what you're trying to say. So use it in a sentence which can give us a little more context. You are too superficial to appreciate great literature like this. Correct sentence. Anyone else who wants to try? Otherwise, we'll go ahead. Sports person are never superficial with which each other. शुभम with आना चाहिए यहाँ पे. Although I am weak in grammar, but my vocabulary is not superficial, then Prince still incorrect use of the sentence. This is a superficial view of the situation. Not exactly right. The statements of the government are so superficial that they didn't even tell me about the fire which was occurred last week. She has very superficial knowledge about computer, but she acts like she knows everything. Yes, Pooja, beautiful sentence. Exactly, I can understand what the word superficial means. Although I would have hoped that you would know the spelling of the word knowledge. My content of report was superficial, because of which listeners lost their interest. Okay, good enough. Something which lacks depth. Next word on the line is sustain. My diet usually lasts 3 days at most. I can't sustain my willpower any longer than that. An opera singer can sustain a high note for a long period of time. I think that is a very easy word to remember. You can make a very quick sentence on it and then we'll go past it. Yes, it means to continue. Use it in a sentence fast and then we go ahead. Waiting students for a sentence. His voice is very good even though he's 60 years old. I think he can sustain as a singer in the near future. I did not sustain the class because I was exhausted. Everyone can sustain without junk food, but some people can't understand this. Perfect sentence, Prince. Exactly what I am looking for. The right use of the word sustain with a story to tell in one sentence. Good job. Few planets can sustain life. We don't. Okay, I'll give you that. It is not incorrect. I sustained my good rank in SSC exam also due to hard working. Not correct, Vikram. Most of the people don't sustain their older things, but I am sustaining my older things. Not exactly. See what you're continue. It is you have to understand the difference between having and continuing something. Continuing something means you already have it and then you decide to continue. You are prolonging something that you already have. That probably would mean sustain. We should not sustain that work which is contrary to our interest. Okay, I'll give you a sentence. For Earth to sustain human life, human beings would have to cut on carbon emission. So, for Earth to sustain human life, for Earth to continue giving life, giving an atmosphere which provides us life, where life could flourish, we have to cut down on the carbon emission. Last word, for not for the day, but in this series is transition. Mark's parents were amazed at how easily he had made the transition from full-time student to full-time employee. The transition from being childless to being a parent is extreme. So transition we can understand would mean something to change. Correct. So there is a change that we are talking about in both the sentences. Would you want to make a sentence using the word transition? Go ahead. Transition is must with this growing lifestyle. Correct use of the word transition. Her transition after the accident is flawless. She will remain the head of state during the transition to democracy. I transition of what to democracy? From what did they go towards democracy? After this corona time, the world would transition. Yes, the world would change. Already, we are in transition if we look from the how we used to live before corona versus how we are doing. Like imagine this discussion in a classroom versus what we are doing is some of you are just lying in your bed, some of you are probably not even, some of you probably wouldn't have even had a bath in the morning and they're just attending sessions. So not something that would usually happen, but we are learning to live with this transition. Okay, great. So now let us see if you can put the words that we have learned into fill in the blanks. The teenager who smashed the window made the innocent bystander the dash, claiming he had thrown the rock. What do you think from A to J fits in the best? The teenager who smashed the window made the innocent bystander. उसके साथ एक बाजू में innocent bystander खड़ा था and the teenager blamed it on him कि भाई इसने फेंका मैंने नहीं फेंका. He was scapegoating the other person. So the correct answer is scapegoat. Next, to a high grade point average throughout the college requires much studying. To dash a high grade point, so if you something of need की बात हो रही है कि भाई कुछ जिससे हाई पॉइंट एवरेज बना रहे, you have to do much studying. So what would be the answer? Sustain. Very good. See, now this is what is good. You have learned new words and now you are practically using it in a sentence. You know which word will come where. Okay? Shall we move towards the next question, everyone? Great. Let us go to the next one. Come on, now I want you to do is, I want you all to give me 3, 4, 5 all together. Don't give me one answer. In comment section, mention both 3, 4, 5, all 3 together and then post it. Let us see if you can get all 3 correct. So if you're seeing something like a ed, so it means that you would have to put an ed at the end of it just so that it could be grammatically correct. Students, I'm waiting for a response. Even after Stewart listed scientific facts that support his theory, the teacher refused to dash that Stewart might be right. So now the teacher is refusing to believe something. And the last is the childhood stutter. Stutter means haklana. The childhood stutter didn't dash Leo. He overcame the speech handicap and reached his goal of being a radio announcer. Keshav, first, so Keshav is saying the first word. Let us see who has got all right. Although I've seen very less people attempt it, I want everyone's answer right now. See, you could be wrong, but I want you to participate. That's the point of having this session. It's not fun if you are not going to use it. You try at least. Let us see if you have got all right. I am seeing different options. So I'll give you a hint for one. Then let's see if you can get others. A childhood stutter didn't discourage Leo. What word meant discourage? Okay, so you know now what comes in the fifth one. Fourth one, even after Stuart listed scientific facts that support his theory, the teacher refused to believe that Stuart might be right. She refused to admit. So here should we concede the environmental group dash a local chemical company for polluting the rivers. They condemned. So denounced, concede, and deter. Some of you got it partially right. Some of you got it all right. Very good. Good to see that you're getting all of it now. Two more sentences. Come on, let's go for the kill now. Let's get both of them correct. I try to judge people by their character, not by something as dash as physical appear. I think this is a very easy question. You don't even need to waste time on it. No, Prince. No. We had a similar sentence in the previous session where there were two girls who were judging people on physical appearance, so they couldn't have deep friendship with others. Remember that sentence, Prince? When Dawn brought home a boyfriend with a mohawk. Mohawk is a hairstyle, okay? And several body piercings, her dash parents who preferred everything old fashioned and traditional. I don't think उन्होंने हमारे लिए कुछ करने को भी छोड़ा है in this seventh question. It is as easy as this. Last three sentences. Come on. Get them all right. First sentence, what are we talking about? Making the dash from her own apartment to a nursing home has been difficult for my grandmother. Talking about a change from one place to another. So a change is represented by the word transition. Let's go to the next sentence. Though Gina and Tom are happily married, they cast dash votes in almost every election. She is a Republican, he is a Democrat. If in Indian context we are talking about, he supports BJP, she supports Congress. So contrary votes. They are casting opposite votes. Knowing my passion for chocolate, my mother refused to dash the location of the bite-sized Hershey bar, which she was saving for company. So she refused to give her the location. Disclose. So I believe now these new 10 words are in your quiver and you can use it as you want. From now on, whenever I give you an essay writing or a story writing or a letter writing, I would want to see some of these words that you use in it. Okay? So now see, see, this was one activity that I planned to continue with you all. But what we'll do is I'll keep this activity for a next session next week. I want you to just see these 10 words, take a screenshot, write the meaning of these words, and use it in a sentence before we take on our next session of vocabulary building. So what we'll do is next Saturday we'll try to again have a vocabulary building session if this is what you like. So if more and more people are interested in having vocabulary building session, that we will go ahead with it. So just take a screenshot of all the words and make sure that you use these 10 words also and the 10 in the morning that we had. We will have again one more session next Saturday. All right? Great. So it was good having you all. I hope there is no doubt that anyone has. So we are going to end the session now. Okay, thank you everyone for coming.